Hello, everybody. So it is wonderful to have you with me this afternoon. It's been a bit of a comedy of errors. The the neighbor just started mowing their lawn, so we might have some of that as a background ambiance. And my printer decided it didn't want to work, and a bunch of other things with recording and that. So it's old school today. It's actually handwritten notes. What a concept. So today, life, breath, and death. So it is the last month of June. It's an ending, yet the beginning of another month. And honestly, death freaks out most people. And it's viewed as an ending. There's nothing left. It's an end. And but the thing is, I'm sure I will be corrected with this next statement, but almost nothing is linear in our world, in this existence. Okay, even if we walk in a straight line, it'll be decades later, but eventually we will wind up in the same place, walking around, the Earth. Even light, a beam of light, that straight beam of light, that has an arc to it. And even so, this theory, this belief, this fact, it's even shown in the rhythm and the cycle of our own breath. We all come into this world on an inhale, and we all leave this world on an exhale. No exceptions. Okay, no one and no thing, no living being defies or escapes this fact. Many breath meditations focus on this cyclical nature of the breath and life. The SatNam chant that we did a few weeks ago is a reflection of this cycle of life. Okay, so SaTaNaMa. Sa is birth, ta is life, na is death, and ma is rebirth. And when we do this later, that's what you'll be doing with your fingers, actually. So sa is the index finger, birth. Ta is the middle finger touching the thumb, life. Na, ring finger to thumb, death. And pinky to thumb is rebirth. So SatNam means I am that, capital T, in that. And because it means I am that, I am God. So God is too big to be either male or female, and it is actually out of respect and reverence that God is called that. Okay, God is this continuous, crazy, beautiful wheel of life: birth, life, death, rebirth. It's neither good or bad, it just is. And it's also in the symbolism of yin and yang. If I can hold that up there. So it's also in the symbolism. So there's a little bit of one in the other. Okay, there's a little bit of the white and the black, and a little bit of the black and the white. Okay, neither is absolute. One is needed for the other to exist. The inhale needs the exhale. Birth is linked to death. Light only exists because of the dark. Disconcerting? Maybe. But once we begin to settle into it, just being that way, meditating on that universal truth, life becomes a little bit easier. Okay, so keep that symbolism in mind, the yin and yang keeping each other balanced as we go through SatNam. So you can close your eyes or keep them open. So with the SatNam chant, we're going to go through it at full volume 9 times, then 9 times quietly, then 9 times silently to yourself, then 9 times quietly, and 9 times at full volume again. So again, there's that full cycle there. Okay, so again, you can have your hands in your lap with the palms up, and again, it's going to be index, middle, ring finger, and pinky. Okay, so as you're ready, and I'll keep my hands up if anybody wants a reference. So just take a few deep inhales and exhales. SaTaNaMa, 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 SatNam, 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 SatNam. Quietly. SatNam. SatNaMa, 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 SatNaMa. Silently. Quietly. SatNaMa, 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 SatNaMa. Full. SatNaMa, 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 SaTaNaMa. Last one. SaTaNaMa. And stay focusing on your breath. And if you haven't closed your eyes, you can do so now. So as you focus on your breathing, just notice what we take for granted, how many thousands of times a day this thing that we do, this breathing. And then just notice how good the inhale feels. Feels really good, and you just keep doing it. You keep inhaling, keep inhaling, keep inhaling, and you kind of cling to how good that feels. But if you keep inhaling, inhaling, and inhaling, it'll become uncomfortable and almost will begin to hurt, and then you just have to let it go. And just notice how amazing that exhale feels. You keep exhaling. You keep exhaling. You cling to how good that exhale feels. But if you would keep doing it, the exhale begins to feel uncomfortable. It'll almost begin to hurt if you keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Then you let it go. You go right into the inhale. Again, you keep inhaling, it might become uncomfortable, even become painful. Then you have to let go of that and go right into the exhale. You keep exhaling, that would become uncomfortable, might even become painful. Then you have to let go of the exhale to allow it to go into the inhale. Just keep focusing on that cyclical rhythm of your breathing. The inhaling, rolling into the exhale, and the exhale, rolling into the inhale. Sogyal Rinpoche states, although we have been made to believe that if we let go, we will end up with nothing, life itself reveals again and again the opposite, that letting go is the path to real freedom. Although we have been made to believe that if we let go, we will end up with nothing, life itself reveals again and again the opposite, that letting go is the path to real freedom. Just keep focusing on the rhythm of the breath, the inhales filling you up, then letting go of the inhale to move into the exhale, then even letting go of the exhale so you can move back into the inhale. Thich Nhat Hahn reflects on the importance of even meditating upon a corpse. As morbid as that might sound, he talks about how by overcoming revulsion and fear, life will be seen as infinitely precious. So the Buddhist Sutra on mindfulness speaks about the meditation on the corpse. So for a few moments, just reflect upon, have you ever even seen a deceased person? What was the pallor of their skin? What did their entire body feel like? Or what was the sense of them or non-sense of them as you witnessed this body, this corpse? Was it a stranger or someone you love? And then meditate on the decomposition of the body. How the human body eventually bloats and turns violet. How it is eventually eaten by worms until only bits of blood and flesh still cling to the bones. Meditate up to the point where only white bones remain. And in turn, even the bones are slowly worn away, and even they turn into dust. Meditate like that, knowing that your own body will undergo the same process. Meditate on the corpse until you are calm and at peace, until your mind and heart are light and tranquil, and a smile appears on your face. Thus, by overcoming revulsion and fear, life will be seen as infinitely precious. Every second of it is worth living. And it is not just our own lives that are recognized as precious, but the lives of every other person, every other being, every other reality. And just keep focusing on that life and death cycle of our breath. Each inhale is life affirming. Each exhale is a reminder of what is waiting for us at the end. But again, it isn't the end. There's always another inhale, another exhale. And some of you may recognize this next passage from William Wordsworth. Our birth is but a sleep and a forgetting. The soul that rises with us, our life's star, hath had elsewhere its setting, and cometh from afar. Not in entire forgetfulness, and not in utter nakedness, but trailing clouds of glory do we come, from God who is our home. Our birth is but a sleep and a forgetting. The soul that rises with us, our life's star, hath had elsewhere its setting, and cometh from afar. Not in entire forgetfulness, and not in utter nakedness, but trailing clouds of glory do we come from God, who is our home. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. From that decaying process of death to the glory of birth, into this thing called life, and back into dust again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. The sacred Vedic chant, SaTaNaMa Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mritorma Amritam Gamaya, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. It translates to, from ignorance lead me to truth, from darkness lead me to light, from death lead me to immortality. Peace, peace, peace. So liberation or enlightenment, it's the only thing that will break the cycle. Okay, the path to liberation is paved with pranayama, breath work, meditation, spiritual study, and practice, practice, practice of all of these. Okay, so open your eyes if you haven't already. And sorry about the interruptions with the YouTube music that I was playing. But most of you know that I do not play music during any of my classes anymore, usually. But I just learned about this special track this week. I watched a documentary on Freddie Mercury. It wasn't Bohemian Rhapsody. It was a different one. And so basically, Freddie Mercury, he recorded a ton of tracks with Queen. Um, when he was dying of AIDS, when he had enough energy, he'd call them up. It's like, let's go into the studio now. I have enough energy. And he goes, just give me anything. He goes, write anything, I'll sing it. And he goes, and do what you want with it after I'm gone. And that is where their album Made in Heaven came from. So these were all the tracks that they put together after Freddie Mercury died from AIDS. And in that album there is a hidden track, track 13. It's called Hidden Track number 13. And that is what I was just playing. So that was Queen, that I was just playing, and it was in a way their tribute to Freddie. And if you listen to the whole thing, it's really incredible. So there's your homework. The track is about 22 minutes long, so it's a perfect length for a meditation. And well, I don't want to ruin it for you, but there's a few little surprises in it. And what I thought was kind of funny, it's kind of like a wake up call. Like if you're meditating and you start spacing out on something, and then this thing happens in the track, and it's like wakes you up and realizes, oh, come back to the meditation. So, and not only that, it's National Pride Day today. It might even be International Pride Day today. So I thought that was very fitting with our our LGBTQ community. It makes up a major part of the yoga community. And thank you, thank you, thank you. So with that, I hope you have a wonderful National Pride Day, and happy breathing and happy meditating. Thank you for joining me and rolling with all the glitches that happened today. That's life. So it was a good reminder for life, breath, and death meditation today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Om Tat Sat, and have a lovely Sunday. Bye, everybody. And comments, I would love them. What do you want to do in the next few weeks? And what worked for you, what didn't? And thank you again. I can't do this without people watching it. So have a lovely one. Goodbye.